All right, for anyone not familiar with teasers, it's when you get an additional allotment of points to parlay two or more bets. The standard is a 6-point teaser. So, for example, an 8-point favorite will become a 2-point favorite. A 2-point dog will become an 8-point dog. Stuck has a lot of great content out on teasers and how to approach them, what numbers you're looking to tease through. So, Google Stucky teasers, and you can find all that. We each pick our favorite teaser of the week here. Stuck, where are you going this week?
Let's keep it really simple here. Saints, I'm going to go with the Saints up. Yeah, plus two, let's call it 2.5 up to plus 8.5. And also the Raiders from plus 2.5 to plus 8.5. These are very similar games in that you're teasing up from 2.5 to 8.5. Can cover that 8 too, which is a little more important now with more teams missing extra points and more teams going for 2, especially lately. But these totals are both under 40, especially in the Browns game. You're at a total of 32 in Pittsburgh at 37. We have weather, low scoring games. I think these will be competitive games, and every team has like an outside playoff shot. Yeah, I think the Steelers are like 0.1%, but I don't see any of these teams really getting margin here. For what it's worth, the Saints-Browns game will be really interesting because the winds are going to be like 40, 50 miles an hour, but they're like, it's projected to be down the field. So if you remember that Bills Patriots game where it's like all the strategy was based on like where you were that quarter. So we'll see how those teams handle it. Like, because you want to like take a timeout, maybe to punt it like in the first quarter with 10 seconds to go in the quarter, things like that. So it'll be a really interesting watch. But yeah, there's just going to be crippling wins here. You're going to just get tons of runs. But yeah, just keep it simple. 2.5 to 8.5 on 2 dogs in totals that are under 38.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints as well, up to 8.5. Yeah, that total was 32. I mean, the Browns, Nick Chubb didn't practice again, so now there is actually a legit question about what's good with him. But this Browns team, they win a game last week. They win a game last week with Deshaun Watson, and they scored 13 points in that game. So we still haven't really seen anything from this Deshaun Watson-led Browns offense outside of that. I mean, they didn't score against the Texans. The defense scored, and the special team scored. So, I think New Orleans can keep it close here, perhaps even win outright. And I'm gonna go Buffalo down to 2.5 here. Chicago is starting to play teams closer. Buffalo isn't winning with margin the way they used to in their heyday, kind of last year. So, but I still think Buffalo takes care of business. The Chicago defense to me is just it's bad, and I think they kind of kept it close against the Eagles. You mentioned the Eagles, not a great road team, but I think it's gonna be a little tougher facing another elite team for the second week in a row. So I like Buffalo here, but Buffalo just been a little sloppy at times with them with Josh. Really, this whole year it's been kind of sloppy for them. So gonna tease them down.
Yeah, weather in that game as well.
Yeah.
Low total. If you're looking for other total pieces, like if you want for the Thursday Night Football, as I mentioned early, don't mind the Ravens. Going to bring them down just to win the game. I don't mind the Panthers because I agree with you on that under. If you wanted to tease the Panthers up from 2.5 to 8.5, and I don't mind the Bills, is what you already mentioned that. And then the Rams too. I mean, the total is 36. So if you wanted to go up to 8.5, that wouldn't be bad either. There's a lot of good teaser pieces if you wanted to find something else to tease with Thursday Night Football.
Bucks, right? You can tease them down to like 1.
Tease the Bucks too, like the Bucks. Really like the Bucks too. Teasing them from 7.5 down to 1.5 with Trace McSorley.
Actually, yeah. I think I'd rather do that. Actually, no. I'll keep my teaser, but I do like the Bucks pretty much just as much as the Bills and Saints. I probably like the Bucks even a little more than the Saints, just because I just feel like they're gonna win the game. Whereas like the Saints, some silliness could happen, and maybe they lose like 10-0 or something. Whereas I don't really see the Bucks blowing this. But stranger things have happened. But I do like the teasing the Bucks down.